Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Wow, what a day in the market. We talked about it on Friday. Wall Street's bets, moving stuff around. Give you a little overview of what we're going to talk about today. Try and get through it quick. We're going to talk about Rocket Mortgage. We're going to talk about our Webull account just in general. Webull now has spreads, selling options, selling premium, all that. We're going to talk about BlackBerry, AMC, GameStop, the Wall Street ones. Mara, CPSH, Strateras, and then on our E-Trade, I'm going to go over this. Okay, UVXY, CRNT, AMC, X. Talking about Tesla a little bit. Let's get started. We're talking about credit spreads and naked calls. Basically, start things off. Our rocket calls, if you guys have been watching, we've had these. We've been sitting on these for a long time. Finally today, rocket broke out of its trend. You saw here we've had, this is the chart for just the calls. So we started buying them when they were 189. We've scaled in slowly. Bought some down here. We've got up to 5 of them, and just in one day, just like that, they're up 125% just today. And so we're actually up on these calls now. These are worth $865. Our average cost on it, or our cost on it, 69 or 692. Yeah, so that'll be good. We've got those are naked calls. I'm just gonna leave those for now, but since rocket shot up so much today, we are going, or I sold a covered call on it. So I sold a covered call. We have rocket shares, but our average cost is like $28. So if rocket shoots past this by Friday, I'll just roll this up. So yeah, our rocket shares today treat us really nice, up $439 on that. Tesla shares did well, $306. I think this is a earnings run up for Tesla. Corsair was up quite a bit, and maybe it kind of sold off. Oh yeah, the market, didn't even talk about that. The market had a huge spaz out midday. Everything just tanked. It just kind of killed some premiums. IMMR is way up today. Yeah, long term today is up $1,300. At one point we were up $1,700, $28,000 in this account. So it kind of settled. This was that crazy drop. I think it was like some sort of, I don't know, some sort of little reset, and basically things were selling off. Tech was not working. So kind of crushed the premiums on earnings run up. Let's go to let's go to this really quick. I did a lot of moving around in this one today. Quick go over Wall Street bets, what happened with their plays. So I was reading the Reddits, and that's always how a bad story starts. But anyways, it looked like a lot of people were still bullish in it. So we're talking GME to 1,000. Anyways, it opened up pre-market here. I wasn't on a pre-market, but I think 8 o'clock it opens pre-market. Anyways, on Webull you can trade pre-market, and now just a quick note, you can actually do spreads on Webull. You need to have it margined. You need to have a margin account in Webull that you can do level 5 options. So I've sold out of my options trades positions, so to prepare to change to margin. Anyways, this thing shot up to 135, and then it settled down. There's all pre-market. I was like, I'm gonna wait, see what happens. It opened real slow, started running up, started going. So I actually had 10 shares right here. I bought 10 shares, and I just want to try a little bit of this out. So at this point, when it was up here, this was before this, like the market kind of crashing today. This account was up 8,600. You can't really see it on a Webull, but basically we're up today on this account, what, 631. But yeah, today we were up. It was like way up here. We're up like 8,500. Did a lot of different stuff. So let's see what we did here. So I was also following BlackBerry and AMC. I kind of just got a little skin in all of them, and I didn't play it well. Honestly, kind of just freaked out. Today was not a great day for me to be doing so much day trading. I'm kind of sick, so just not all quite there. But basically bought 25 of these BlackBerries, 916. Little loss on that. Sold them at 1746. You figure, how could you lose money on these? Basically, these are up a bunch. Things were getting halted going down. If you weren't watching the market today, GameStop alone was getting halted multiple times throughout the day. Just seeing penny stocks, and it's not a penny stock, but seeing how penny stocks can get halted and just dump. I wasn't sure if GameStop was going to do that. It didn't really ever do that, but bought AMC 80 shares here, 463, so lost a little bit. overall on these three, fortunately, I only lost by like $300. The biggest one was on GameStop. I had 10 shares at $98. Kind of bottom ticked it a little bit, sold 10 at $72. I wasn't sure what was going to happen when the market starts going down. You've seen it in March. I mean, yeah, there's bounces here and there, but you don't know. There was no news coming out. There was no news on anything. So, yeah, I decided not to hold since it's just way overvalued at this point. It's not something I'm confident in it at all. So just trying to make a quick flip on it. And yep, if I held, I would have maybe broke it even on instead of lost a few hundred, but wouldn't have made anything back. Unless if I held through after hours today and it runs up after hours, which is quite possible. We'll check it out once this is over. Mara, so I sold our Mara. I just wasn't like where Mara was going. It kind of seems like it's not running like I was kind of hoping. And I can show you the Mara chart really quick. We were down a little bit on it, so I kind of down maybe like $30, $40, no big deal. It's in this bearish spot where it's below the 180. Kind of thought, okay, might have some momentum here, but I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it right now. It's this one I wasn't too confident in. It could do well, but I think it needs to consolidate a little longer. And there was other positions I was like more excited about than this. And I'm like, I'm just gonna get out of this one. So sold out of that one. And then CPSH, bought 113 shares of CPSH. Remember, I've kind of swung back and forth on this one. So presently we're down a little bit on it, but I think it's in a nice spot. Given if I held through all of it, maybe we would make a little bit more, but I wasn't sure how long it was going to consolidate, and I was hoping to have made more money in that time. Basically, I think we sold it like around here, so pretty much back where we were. It's just consolidated for 3 days, and I think I've made money with that money in other places since then. Anyways, I'm just kind of expecting it to consolidate and then hoping it'll bounce off this 180 moving average. So this is a little bit of a pre-anticipatory play. Typically, I wait for more of a momentum, I guess. But if you're looking on the daily, see it's coming. It's about to hit this, and I think it'll keep going off of this. So I don't know. I guess it's kind of speculative, but consolidation, then hopefully a bounce. Yeah, we'll see on that one. Not super stoked on that one either, but I wanted to get it out there. So at CPSH, there's the AMCs I sold. There's the GameStops I sold. I sold out of the IBM play just to get back on get it on margin on here. So you have to close all your option contracts for 2 days, have everything settled for 2 days. That being said, I've also been I think I have good faith strikes on here now because I've been buying shares with unsettled cash on a cash account. So hopefully nothing bad happens. Bought into Tritaris. This was kind of this was on the one group, the stock talk or whatever, stock tracks. And I don't know a whole lot about it, but I looked at the pattern, looked at the charts. Looks like it's sold off here, kind of drew a support line here, resistance. It's kind of had this bounce. I think long term this chart is showing downward trend, but I think right now it's due for it looks like it's going to be bouncing, and my price target on this thing is probably like 10.50 to 11, right about there. It'll either hit resistance there and keep coming down and follow this trend down, or it'll break through that. But I'm riding it just from this 840 to 10 or 11 and see where we're at that point. And then that, today's orders, filled orders, sold the Twitter contract, sold our Ralph Lauren contract. So yeah, that's it for Webull. Right now we're at, well, we can talk about BNGO, but yeah, BNGO went crazy today. It was up 28% today. Had big moves. This huge red candle, this was the market kind of sell off right here. So this is a nice reason why you want to have shares and not options, because this would kill your calls. If they were short-term calls, boom, dead. But yeah, we're still holding this. Kind of watching it after hours. I need to remember on Webull I can trade after hours, because it does show a lot of bearishness. I'll get out of that one. But this is our main swing trade today. And as you see, I mean, today we're up. We just basically locked in profits on some of the stuff we sold, and we're still holding this BNGO for now. But yeah, up 7,400 on this one, which is nice. $602 today. And let's see, I think is it? Yeah, I guess most of it's in BNGO at this point. And then on E-Trade, I made some moves on E-Trade too. So here's our history on E-Trade. I sold, when we had that big drop, I sold out the UVXY. Not totally, but I sold out 5 of them. And I tried to sell VIX too, but I didn't, because we had those plays from a long time ago, like a month ago. And they're gonna expire soon. I figure this is a good time as any. If the market does sell off in the next few days, I still have a couple of them, but we'll see what happens with that. AMC was one of the meme stocks that shot out from Wall Street's bets, I believe. And I decided to buy 100 shares and sell a covered call. So that's what I did here. Bought 100 shares at $4.38. I thought about doing options like we did the other day, but I don't know. The whole move was before it was pre-market, so nothing you can do there. So I bought them at $4.38, which is like right here. And then I did that because I saw so much premium. I was like, I'm just gonna sell premium. So bought them at $4.38, and I sold a covered call at $4.50. So I'll show you what that looks like on here. So I sold short this covered call for $4.50. Collected $83 of premium. This expires on Friday. So basically what this does is this is like 1/4 of the position's cost, right? Because AMC cost $430 to buy 100 shares, and I just made $83 credit just to sell a covered call. So when the IV is so high like this, it's a great little trick. If it's cheap enough stock, you don't mind holding 100 shares of. What can happen is, so basically scenarios are AMC goes to 0 and I lose $438 minus $83, so $320 or whatever that is. If AMC stays flat and closes below $45 or $4.50 on Friday, then yeah, that $83 we pocket, and we still have 100 shares. We can sell covered calls again if it's high IV, or we can just sell the shares at that point. If AMC shoots up and goes to $5 and closes at $5 on Friday, then we can either choose to roll this over or just let it get exercised. And then we made the 20 cents. It moved from $4.50 or 4.3 up to 4.5. Made that money, and then of course made this premium still. So it's kind of a safe play in a sense. I guess best case scenario for this would be AMC goes all over the place. Friday it shoots way up, but it closes below 4.5, and then I'll just either roll this over or just I don't know, close this and open up another one if there's a bunch of IV. I'm not trying to hold AMC long term, so it's kind of just selling premium with these high IVs. So if this gets closed out on Friday, I'm totally fine with that. Biden talked at the end of the day, and he was talking about American jobs, local, getting stuff local, getting steel, whatever. Steel started shooting up. That's X. I just quickly bought 3 calls, 24.50 strike, which is actually pretty close to the money I realized, but X is a pretty slow mover. And then February, I think 24th is February 19th. February 19th, $24. You can see it right here. So this is X today, and this is Biden speaking. Those green candles. But yeah. So it's not a real quick mover. We'll see what happens with that. But 24, I didn't realize this is pretty close to the money, so that should be a pretty safe play. I didn't get a whole lot of them. Let's see, only 3 of those. So that was the orders we made today. Now our positions, let's see what happened with our positions. So I have the Airbnb covered call. Airbnb did run up today and then it kind of settled down. Okay, yeah, so I guess overall Airbnb today is down. Wow, Airbnb is down 2.39% today. Okay, it ran up pre-market. This covered call, so I'll roll this up if I need to, but it's 190 strike by Friday, so we should have time on that. That should be fine. Here's that AMC covered call I told you about. So 100 shares, we're up on the 100 shares just a little bit even, which is right here, up 0.71%. And then the covered call, it's just lost premium because of time, and it was really volatile when I bought it. So this is actually up also, even the stock has gone up. That's the way it works. BABA call, yeah, I kind of have these organized by date right now. So we'll see what happens with BABA. This is probably gonna be dead. UVXY, like I said, I sold some of those. I'm still kind of waiting for weed stocks to pump. We'll see what Biden talks about next, but we've got about a month on those. Then like I said, I bought CRNT calls, about 5 of them. If I'm looking at the chart, I'm just keeping an eye on these different plays. So chart, it's looking pretty good. It looks like it's gonna hit a bottom. It's gonna kind of bounce off the 180. Kind of what I was going off of. I was keeping an eye on these, and yeah, got some calls on that. So we'll see. It's up a little bit. That's just kind of the spread, I think. Yeah. And then these Corsair calls. Ugh, I forgot that we were going to talk about Corsair. Corsair went crazy today. No, it didn't. Rocket went crazy today. Corsair went pretty good. Look at that. Look at this drop, though. Yeah, Tech just had like a huge glitch in the matrix right about 11:10. That was insane. So that kind of killed our premium one here. We were up over 100% on it at one point. But yeah, these Corsair calls, they are up now. They were down for a while, and finally they're up, and they're up 82%. So I would like to scale in more, but I'm like, I don't want to pay 82% premium at this point. So I think that's how we're going to be stuck with it. We've got 8 of them. This is for earnings, and we'll see what happens with that. If it goes up a lot, I'll probably like into a couple of them to cover the position before earnings to get back our 269 cost. And then I want to hold as many as I can naked through earnings because I think it's going to be good. But even if it's really good, it could still sell off. Facebook put. Facebook actually came down. Not sure. That's not. Jack did. I don't know what that one is. Oh, I don't know what that was. Weird. Yeah, Tilray, ACB, waiting on those. Smith & Wesson. Not much happened with that so far. And where is, yeah, Bingo's still looking good after hours. We'll keep an eye on that. And GameStop, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I lost a little today on it. Crazy. These options, I literally watched them in the morning, and this one right here is 115. It was trading about 100. This was about the same price. It's actually $1,200 this morning. I was like, dude, that's way too expensive. If anything, the shares. And I ended up getting the shares. Held the shares, went up $500 on 10 shares because it went up 50%. And these options were what, like $2,300? No, $5,000. These options were. These were in the money, and they were $5,000. Maybe even over 5,000. It was. It's like, what the heck? Yeah. So basically the options doubled because the share price doubled, and then it just plummeted. And then at one point these were also like $900. Like down here, I was watching, they were like $900. So, whew, not confident enough to do that kind of stuff yet. Working our way up there little by little. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you had a good day in the market. Make sure to sub up, like up, comment down, make your money, happy money, so it'll stick around. Here's our long term. It's looking good. Happy with it. UWMC is selling off. MMR, good. Corsair, good. And we've got 1,200 buying power. Not sure what to do with that at this point. Just kind of waiting. All right. See you tomorrow, guys.